Oh man, whenever you're in the midst of amazing talents, people love to talk about society and the depths of where we're going as a people. It's always an interesting thing, and I think that actors and actresses really push the scope in terms of the conversations we can have because they're portraying what is happening in society. The good, the bad, the difficult to talk about, right? To the point where things that couldn't be said in the past are now being spoken about. But there always has to be the need for conversation, I think. And we have to be respectful about these conversations. I've always said, right, I may not agree with your lifestyle, but it doesn't mean I don't respect you. That's the thing we have to understand as a people. You could be doing what you're doing. I don't like it. It doesn't mean I hate you. And Dave Chappelle said something along those lines. So, okay, this was just something we're talking about off air, but I have them here. 3 amazing talents. And you, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?
I did.
Charlie, where you go there? I say you go Paris, you went to Germany, you were in Brussels. You've been chilling, man. How you been?
Oh, good, bro. Good.
I caught him off guard.
We have Lebanon in Ghana. So.
Okay, yes. So as I was saying, I have 3 amazing talents. Guys, please introduce yourselves. But since I'm a very traditional man, I'm going to let the lady go first.
Ooh,
That's fair, right?
I don't see why not. I like it.
Yeah. Darling, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, absolutely. So my name is Princess Fathia Nkrumah, and I play Freya on Prophet Bado, which hopefully we can get into.
Okay, Freya, kindly introduce yourself.
My name is Henry Kojo Agbai. I play Deacon Frimpong in Prophet Badu.
Okay. Boss.
Yeah.
I don't know you. Please introduce yourself.
Honorable President.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Wait, is this like an official title?
Yeah.
Or self-imposed?
No,
Don't
it's
worry
official.
about it. Let's just take it and go.
Okay. I'll take it like that. So as I was saying, I have these 3 talents. Let's talk a bit about the movie space first. Before we get into this particular movie, what do you think about the movie space? Are you happy about it? Are we progressing? Are we progressing slowly? Are we not progressing? Are we progressing fast enough compared to the other world? Because we do live in the entertainment space, right? We're always going to be compared to other spaces, and it's a very cutthroat business. What do you think about the space?
I think we are growing. I mean,
don't just be nice.
I'm not being nice.
Okay.
You know me. I don't.
Yeah, he is.
Nice, yeah. But I think we are growing. Genuinely, I think that we are growing. The pace is slow, but we are making progress here and there. I mean, you can see some projects. The past couple of months or last year, I mean, we saw some huge projects in Ghana. We saw Snowfall come to Ghana. They used some of our actors.
Yeah.
They got equipment here and all of that. They used our people. And so we meet a certain standard. But when it comes to sitting back, and using our resources to do movies and projects that are up to that standard, then it becomes the problem. I don't know if it's people releasing money or, but we are growing. We are growing. Small.
Okay, so that's his take. Princess, I'm assuming you're not based here as much. Or are you based in Ghana?
At the moment I am.
Okay, but it wasn't always the case.
It wasn't always the case, but when I moved back after high school, when I was around 17, was when I decided that I was going to enter this acting space here. And yes, I've been moving back and forth a lot, but when I was around 18 and 19, I worked on V Republic, Champagne, season 1 and 2. So I also did Living with Trisha for quite a while. So I understood the scene here very quickly. And it was a bit of a culture shock and a stark difference.
That's why I started off the conversation like that.
Which was very hard for me to process, because if you look into the film history of Ghana, when my grandfather was president, he put so many initiatives in place to aid the film industry, because what you can understand, like from a political and socioeconomic point of view, is that films help the world see a country for who it is. But more than that, it gets to portray the country the way we want the world to see it. The way we view America is very much determined by Hollywood. A lot of the time it's skewed towards a very specific propaganda, and that's something that we've lost sight of over the years. We've lost sight of our own stories and our uniqueness and our authenticity, because somewhere along the line, we started looking to what other people were doing, and instead of implementing some of their initiatives or some of their work ethic, we were trying to copy the work itself, and that never works.
No, it doesn't.
Because people respond to authenticity, they respond to what's real. So if we're telling stories that are not true to ourselves, we're not going to grow.
Do you think that's still happening? As in us not telling stories true to ourselves?
I think that in the past 5 years, I've noticed a very interesting shift where people are starting to recognize that the world responds to authenticity and truth. And so I'm seeing a lot more projects, some that I was lucky to be a part of, where they're portraying characters that not only the Ghanaian people can recognize, but people who have friends who are Ghanaian or people who've interacted with the country or with its people can be like, oh, I know this person, I recognize this way of life, I speak like this person, or I know someone who does. And that's how you can create a film industry that can stand the test of time, because people can see it and know your exact identity. Bollywood is one of the largest industries in the world because they've stayed true to themselves. Have they grown? Of course. Special effects have evolved so greatly, but their style of storytelling and the way that they push their culture and their way of life has not changed. And that's why they've stood the test of time.
Okay. So now this fine lady has obviously experienced, what is happening there, firsthand, like she said. And I think that's true. What we see is what Hollywood tells us, right? Is this something you agree with? Because I'm assuming you've been in the industry for a while. You've been doing this. Is it more so about the culture and the things we're saying, or is it back to we don't just have the finances, we don't have the expertise, we don't have, the equipment? What do you think the problem is?
You see, it's a combination of a lot of things. I feel like, especially the business community in Ghana, does not understand film. You see, I don't think there are ready sources of funding for filmmakers here in Ghana. I doubt very much.
Are we as filmmakers not doing enough to get this funding from people? Because again, we have to present something to be funded, right?
You see,
and every businessman would want to invest in something he'll make money from. Are we not doing enough?
I don't always think it should be about the commercial imperative.
Okay.
Sometimes the returns are not tangible. I'll give you an example. When we played England in Wembley, I think in I've forgotten, was it 2012 or 2011? Ghana played England in Wembley. The returns were not tangible, but it was serious exposure for the country of Ghana anytime we play in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Okay, when we won the Stallion Yenanga Prize in all the FESPACOs, the Love Brewed in the African Port, Heritage Africa, those movies, they put Ghana on the map. So I don't think it's always about the commercial imperative, but the global outreach, the way of marketing the country subtly.
Yeah.
I think that is what people should be focusing on when it comes to the business of funding film. And to be fair, I saw one of the movies the other day. I've forgotten the title, and I saw that one of the biggest beverage companies apparently had invested.
Okay.
And so their product was being highlighted in the movie.
Okay.
So anybody who sees that movie, because I saw it on Netflix, anybody who sees it, they say, when you go to Ghana, they have this particular
Those things
drink.
actually work.
Check
they
it
do.
out. Even in Hollywood, if you watch,
they do.
Exactly. They use particular cars, they use a particular
that's true.
cell
Actually
phone.
works.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can change the mindset because it seems like every conversation I have, right, it seems like, I don't know, it's a mindset thing. Because we have the people, we have the knowledge,
the talent,
we have the experience.
Yeah.
So it has to be a mindset.
Yeah.
We have the culture is there, the food we're eating, the clothes we're wearing. So there has to be something that's shifting, and hopefully you guys will push the change even more with this new movie.
We're trying.
Yeah, what's happening in this movie? I hear you. Tell me about this movie. What's happening?
Prophet Bado is a small-time con artist. He's running away from some bad guys. He enters a church one thing leads to the other. They mistaken him for a pastor they're expecting. So now he hears the benefits that comes with being a pastor. And then let me stay because these guys are after me for money. So if I can stay here and make as much money, I can pay them off and then, go live my life. And so now he's conning the whole church and the whole community. So, and there's a bigger twist, which I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, okay, Princess, what do you to this? Because I'm assuming, like most actors and actresses, a lot of scripts are, you go through them, you say no to some, say yes to some. What drew you to this?
It's actually a much bigger story. Tygon held an open audition, and I notoriously do not attend auditions much.
Personal thing?
Yes. I've been lucky in the sense that I've worked with a few directors who reach out to me on their own on projects that they feel like I could work on. And I've also, because I was studying law for quite a while, and I just wanted to pace myself with the jobs I was doing. So at the beginning of the year, I made a promise to myself that I was going to put myself out there. I was going to, if I see an audition, I'm going to go for it. It was my year of yes, within reason. Can't say yes to everything. So I saw the audition, and I went in for it. And then I got a call that they had this project, and they wanted to cast me in it. They already had the role set up. I'm sure he could tell you a lot more about that. He was at the audition.
Okay.
And they brought the role to me, and I hadn't even seen the script yet, but just the description of the role. And I remember the first tagline that I heard was just, picture Beyonce's character in Fighting Temptation. I was like, you said Beyonce, I'm there. I'm joking. But so finally read the script, and I was blown away by the mere fact that they were choosing to tackle something that a lot of Ghanaians unfortunately tend to shy away from, whether because they're afraid of controversy or because they don't quite know how to approach it.
Isn't that what art is, though?
Exactly. But more than that, it approached it in a way that was sensitive, comedic, but also profound.
Okay.
And my character has an incredibly beautiful arc that is so human and allows us to be empathetic. And I like to play characters that make my audience connect more with their humanity. And I felt like Freya could do that.
Okay.
So it was an immediate yes for me.
I mean, from what I'm hearing, and even what I heard before we had this conversation, it seems like very professional, right? With Tygon and auditions. And how was that experience for you? Because these little things, apart from the script being good, draw us to projects, right?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that was for you.
Well, I had worked with Lynx TV previously on a music video. And so, yes, the audition was put out, and I was asked to deliver a monologue, which I did. And I think that based on the experience from the music video, they said, no, we can use this guy. The fact that they called me back presupposes that I did something they liked in the music video. And so
that's good.
That was how I started. Yeah.
That's good. So when is it premiering? How can we find this movie? Please give us all the details.
Silverbird Cinemas, Accra, 22nd.
Okay.
And then we're doing Kumasi.
July, 22nd July.
22nd July.
Okay.
We're doing Kumasi on the 23rd.
Okay, so we actually have, 22nd, 23rd.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be busy.
Extremely so. Yeah.
Wow.
No
okay.
sleep.
Yeah. So we have the trailer. Guys, check it out. Let us know what you think.
By the way, my name is Badom. Prophet Badom.
Wait, no, that can't be right. I just saw you down 3 shots of tequila when I was thinking with my friends.
Oh, wow, church, our new pastor is here. Shall we all arise and give him a round of applause, please? Yo, what way to go?
Why else what?
Oh, we are blessed. A pastor and a boss.
You should see the other guys.
I'm at your house.
I don't see anyone here.
I came to surprise you.
I'm surprised. What's up?
Hey! What is that?
Shabba.
You can run.
but you can never hide.
Thank you for coming to church today. Peace out.
Okay, so he did give a peace sign, which, I mean, that's the basis of,
Exactly,
preaching. So,
love and
I mean, no
peace.
congratulations for that. So again, I'm seeing comedy in there, sorry. I'm seeing a bit of suspense, and was that the plan, to, capture all these emotions in the movie?
I wanted to do a project that, so over the years, all of the things I have done are comedy. And so I wanted to do something else, something that you would see the comedy, but then you would love to follow a story, and want to know more about the characters, so that tomorrow, if we say that we're doing another season, it is not, oh, I laughed, but you are waiting to see it because you want to know what happens to the characters you fell in love with in the first one you watched. So everything is in there's comedy, there's suspense, there's you may even cry. So.
Oh, really? Because I'm wondering what's going to happen to this guy, and I'm obviously going to see a lot more of Princess, so that's even more reason to watch it. What was the experience like working, I'm sure actors you've never worked with before, meeting all these people, what was that experience like for you?
Well, the thing is to just put yourself in the moment and get your lines, feed off energy.
Lines.
Yes. I mean,
Lines.
that's the cardinal thing. That's the most important thing.
Lines.
No director wants to see you fumble in front of the camera. You want to just get in front of the camera and deliver.
Yeah.
Once they say action, you're ready to go. So, But of course, I mean, the collection of actors in this project is phenomenal. I mean, Fifi Coleman, what's his name, Andrew Adote. All the guys are there. Our own lawyer who is transmogrified into
Rana is a lawyer, is a pastor, like he's calling us a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and Beyonce's younger sister.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Who has some flirtation with the law.
Oh wow! I need to see this movie. But he said something very interesting. Before I let you guys go, the art of acting. Because it's all nice when we see premieres and lights, camera, action, but the basis, the lines, the expressions. Do we take that honestly as seriously as we should? The art of acting, because it's not just about the looks, right? It's not just about the image, the flashy stuff. The art of acting, making people believe, like drawing emotions out of people. Are we taking that seriously, especially the young actors and actresses?
I think most of us are doing that. Personally, when I'm acting, I want to move away from being Richmond and be in a space where I am thinking like the character. So mostly, before they say action, there are things that I know the lines. I know, I have to react this way to your line and that. But then I open myself up for anything else because the character has to live through me. And I'm not just standing there as an actor ready to deliver my lines because
that's one thing, you can't actually know your lines, but delivering it, acting is not easy, man.
No, it's not.
It's I always say, I think, comedy, like stand-up comedy and acting are things that are very, very difficult. I'm not saying nothing else is easy, but to make people laugh is one thing. Now to draw emotions out of people is a whole other thing. Like you see people watching movies and crying. I mean, I never have. I'm a gangster. So I never have.
It sounds like a painful experience.
I never have. Come on.
Oh, no.
Jeez. Guys, is there anything you'd like to add before you go? Why should people come and see this movie?
Ooh. Well, for me, like I said before, the character of Freya has such an incredible arc. When we first meet her, she's working as a prostitute and a lounge singer.
Social worker, please.
Yeah, a sex worker. A cut.
When is the movie premiering again? When is it premiering again?
30 seconds.
But we learn more about her through the course of the film. We learn about her motivations, her backstory, which is so interesting and so profound. And at the end of it, we see her try to reinvent herself and rediscover who she is and who she wants to be, her faith, and all of these things. And I think that it's very important as a society for us to be more empathetic and to see the world through different lenses. And hers is a particular lens that, unfortunately, we tend to ignore, shove aside, pretend doesn't exist, and look down on. And they're human beings too, and we need to understand the people behind this idea that we've created of them. And then seeing her grow in such a way, I think audiences will not only be able to connect with her, but also hopefully walk away being more tolerant.
Okay. Okay.
I'd
Interesting.
also like to add that
Yeah.
it's some kind of a commentary, if you like, on our Ghanaian space as well, because beyond the religion and everything, there are also quacks in there. There are fake people masquerading as men of God. And so, in a sense, there's a bit of an expose on those kinds of people.
Okay.
And then I'm sure it helps us to appreciate the genuine ones as well. So, yeah.
That's very deep. You know, that's what stories are about, right? What's happening in society. So, as I was saying, when and where can we get this or see this movie again premiere?
Well, you can come see us in the cinemas on the 22nd of July at the Silverbird
Silverbird.
Cinema, and also at the Golden Eagle Cinema in Kumasi on the 23rd of
That's cool.
July.
Okay, so
Yes,
you guys are going to be in Accra for the premiere.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next day, you're going to be in
Yeah,
Kumasi.
we're going to be in Kumasi.
Wow, these guys are working. Very interesting. Oh, and I have to bring up Tygon too.
Yeah.
Right? How's it, you know, working with them? Because we see Richie and Lynx as, you know, musicians and artists now. They have actors, presenters, models on the roster. How's that experience?
First off, we shot on red.
Okay. Okay. Now, if you're in the business, you know what that is. If
We
you're in
shot
the
on red.
business. Okay,
So,
okay.
So, you know it looks good.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does. I mean, that's very expansive.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, when you talk to Richie, Richie is all about growing. Richie is all about trying to.
Charlie, even the
Better
pep
himself.
talk
Yeah, and
before we
evolve.
started
It
shooting.
was incredible.
Ish.
No breezy,
The
eh?
man was
Yeah.
talking like
Charlie.
James Cameron.
Okay, our very own. Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for
It's been an
having
awesome
us.
conversation. I hope I get to speak to you guys some more. You know.
Invite us again.
Yeah, I love talking to them in future premieres, bigger and
Absolutely.
better, you know, as amazing and even more so than this one. And are we getting to see a new movie after this anytime soon from the studios? Because
might.
fans are never satisfied.
No, but even Prophet Badu is a whole
it's-
story.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
This is the first of many.
Just the first bit.
Okay.
So by the time we get to
Going create
13,
stories for
Yeah.
most of the characters.
Who knows? Maybe
So,
we'll have the Prophet Badu multiverse.
Yeah, you never know. And you might have some more love interest in there. So again, you know, you might see us with a couple of additions trying to get into the space. Guys, thank you so much again for
Thank
coming through.
you for
Please go and
having
support
us.
them, you know. Every single time we talk about, you know, supporting our own, what does it mean to actually support? You buy the music, you go to the premieres, and that's how the money circulates, right? That's the honest truth. When we buy these things, we get to produce better quality content. So once again, I can't big you guys up enough. Thank you so much. It's been an interesting conversation. Princess, we have a lot to talk about after
Do
this.
we?
Yeah.
some
We have a
people
lot
are
to talk about.
flirting with some
my.
Yes, no, it is work related. We're talking about something before this. Guys, thank you so much. Please go and find them and support them. I think we'll be signing off with the trailer. Have a wonderful afternoon. Salute.
By the way, my name is Badom. Prophet Badom.
Wait, no, that can't be right. I just saw you down like 3 shots of tequila when I was hanging with my friends.
Oh, wow, church, our new pastor is here. Shall we all rise and give him a round of applause, please?
Yo, what way to go? What way to go? Or else what? Or else what?
Oh, we are blessed. A pastor and a boss.
You should see the other guys.
I'm at your house.
I don't say no one here.
I came to surprise you.
I'm surprised.
What's up? Hey! What is that?
Shabbat.
You can run, but you can never hide.
Thank you for coming to church today. Peace out.